breathed into his nostrils. Okay, that's talking about the fact that the Most High had what? Had given him the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures. He made him separate. Okay, and when you follow that lineage on down, who did he come on to? He came on to Jacob. Okay, and that's where the knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai was put forth through one of his descendants. Okay, on paper. Okay, which was Moses. Okay, so let's go into this. It says here, I was wroth with my people because when you had it to where Moses was on the scene, okay, the covenant was made between the people of Israel and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And we broke that covenant. But see, the Most High upheld his part of the covenant, which was what? Which was that we was going to go into captivity, or if we had not kept to the covenant that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai had set forth. Okay, so I was wroth with my people, I polluted mine inheritance, and I have given them into thine hand. And we was carried away into captivity underneath these different heathens nations. But more specifically unto this time, and to this sermon, we was carried away captives underneath Esau. Okay, going into the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 68th verse, how the Most High was going to put us back into the land of Egypt by way of ships and slave ships, and we was going to be sold unto our enemies. So the Most High gave us into the hands of the king of Babylon. So that goes to show you who that's talking about, man. Okay, now you had it to where that played out within the history. Okay, you had it to where the children of Jerusalem at that time, okay, was taken over because you have wicked kings, okay, that had trusted in Egypt, that had made different agreements with the heathen nations, and the Most High took them down. Okay, and you had it to where the Babylonians came in and they took Jerusalem and they carried them away out there into captivity. But the same thing happened now, and this was the whole entirety of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, you had it to where the Native Americans, they was already out there within the Americas. They call them Seminole Indians. Okay, Native American Indians. But really, they're the tribe of Gad, Ephraim, etc., etc. The Latin-speaking tribes. They're part of our congregation too. They're part of our nation too. Okay. And you had it to where all of these people, the whole 12 tribes of Israel, was in captivity underneath Esau. Okay. So because the Lord was rough with these people. But see, now he's seen all of now with the time of our iniquity, okay, has been accomplished. The time of our punishment has been accomplished. But see, the curse is still going to exist. So they're going to have to befall upon another nation. They're going to have to go on to our enemies, okay, which is the same people that rule and run America, the same people that rule and run NATO, okay, Russia. These people are going to go into captivity underneath the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and so too are all of the different nations that come underneath that. Okay, you go to where you go to the Chinese thinking that they're the next super country coming up. Okay, they're thinking, okay, America's got it to where they got 10 aircraft carriers. We're gonna build 5, and we're gonna do this, that, and the third. And that ain't gonna happen because that wasn't part of the plan that the Most High put forth from the earth. The Most High put forth a plan that America, NATO, which was the Babylon and the beast, they was going to rule in wickedness, and after their wickedness has been accomplished and their judgment was going to be accomplished, you was going to have it to where the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans was going to rise up out of the ashes out of that. Okay, and that's spoken about within the book of Daniel, the 2nd chapter and the 44th verse, which I'm going to get right now. Okay, so Daniel, at 2 and 40, that's why it was known as the good news. Okay, that's why you know when people refer to these scriptures, they call them the good news. Okay, they call these scriptures the good news because unto the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, the Israelites, this was good news. Okay, this is good news. Here it is, you've been at the bottom, okay, of this society. Okay, you've been the the last hired, first fired. Okay, you have what's known as systematic racism. Okay, you got systematic segregation. Okay, you're least paid. You had within these areas where Esau lives at. You've had a hereditary, inflation upon them areas. You can't buy into them areas, and within those areas they got their own separate schools. You can't bring your kids up within those separate schools.
Excuse me interrupting. I live just up here. I'm very sorry. It is so noisy.
Right.
I have no double rating. Could you move just a little bit or further down? I can't even read the paper. I can hear everything you're saying.
You want me to move down?
Move just a little further down.
That's fine. That's fine. Right, just right on that corner right there.
Well, just as long as I can't hear you. You understand? There isn't any double rating.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You see where the chain is over there? That's where I'll go where the chain is.
Right. That should be fine. Right. Thank you.
Okay.